Hi everybody, it's Miss Liemer-Kelly and I'm here to give you a tutorial on clipping masks. We had some with layer masks, but this is a little different. And we're going to create something that is created inside your text and also create a different background to go with it. I will include the following files so you can actually go step by step if you'd like, or you can create your own word, or it could be a sport that you like, or it can be animals that inspire you or something different. I chose the beach, I chose seashells, I chose a sunset. So here we go. So you're going to start with a new file in Photopea. You go to Open, New, and you can actually just make this in inches. We can keep this pretty broad. I'm going to keep mine at 15 by 10. If you want to keep yours 8 by 10, 10 by 8, that's up to you. So I'm going to do create. Now I need to bring a photo in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open and place. And I'm going to go to my desktop where I have it in my recents because I just did this earlier. And here I go. Open. You can get free images at a website called Pexels, Pexels.com. That way you don't have all those watermarks all over your image, which is great because nobody wants watermarks. They're basically saying you use somebody else's photo, and that's not nice. So excuse any of the messages that might be coming through from my darling children. All right, so I just actually grabbed my handles and got that to fill my whole canvas. And I'm going to go up here to this check mark here to confirm and click. And now this is on my whole canvas. The next thing I want to do is go to my text tool, and you want to use a very large fat text for this type of project. Skinny text doesn't show as much because we're going to be filling this image into our text, and you won't be able to do that in a really skinny, elegant type text. So I'm going to click on my text. That's pretty large right there. I'll probably undo that. I'll lower that. I'm going to keep it centered, and you can see right now it is at 660 pixels. So I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Manually, it only goes up to 150. I would like it to be a little bit larger than 150 pixels, so I'm going to bring it up to about 250. And when I start typing, then I will see what I've got. So I'm hitting return, and then I'm going to type in the word. Oops, I don't want to be up there. I want to be down here. Type in the word seashells. And that is way too big for me, so I'm going to lower that manually. Let's try 175 and hit return. Still not enough. I'm going to say 150 might be, yeah, that's good. Go to your move tool. And now you can see like my text is nice and it fills this part of the image going the width way, but I want it to be taller. So I'm going to go up to the word edit, and I'm going to go do a free transform, and I'm going to stretch the bar so that I can get some height in my text too. And since text is a vector element, it will not become pixelized when you do this. So when you're happy with the amount of text that you have there, again, you go to this little check bar and you hit confirm. So I have this photo, and what I need to do is I'm simply going to, you can see right here it has like this little smart image here. I'm going to double click that, and actually I don't need to double click that. I just need to change this layer from a smart object, and I want to make it into a rasterized object. So I'm going to rasterize it. I'm going to drag it above my seashells. And this is the easiest part of the project. You go up to the word layer and you see where it says clipping mask. It's going to create a mask and it will fill the text as long as the text is below the object. So I go to clipping mask and voila, it was that easy. So now I'm going to click on my text, and I could still transform certain things about my text here. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this, our effects, and I'm just going to put a drop shadow on it. And you can see I already have a kind of cool image here. I'm going to hit, I could change some of these things. I could change the opacity of it. Of course, I could change the color of it. I could change the distance of it. We did all this in some beginning text that we experimented with earlier in our course. You can change the spread. You can make it smaller. You can make it non-existent. And you can change the size. I'm going to leave the size small at 5, the distance. I like the distance where it is at 20. Keep it at 20. And I'm going to lower the opacity just a drop, maybe to 80. All right, leave it on multiply. That way it'll work with any background that you put in below it, which is what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to hit OK, and that's on multiply. And now I'm going to go to File, Open in Place. And I'm going to go find the picture of my sunset in my recents. I'm going to do that. And I know it looks like this, it's just because it has a similar name, but you'll see when after I transform it into the way I want it to be. I'm going to hide these so that I can transform this, edit, free transform. And I'm pulling a little bit in scale and a little bit in distortion. But I do want it to fill the whole thing. Remember, my text is going to be over a lot of this. I'm going to bring it down so the sun, yeah, I think I want it a little bit lower. Perfect, so that we can see some of the sun through the text. When you're happy with the way you like it, hit OK. You bring those things back on, and voila, you have that. You can still move this around if you want, and you could still transform it if you want, so that you can actually see these layers work together. So I can go to scale and I can just bring this up. If I want that sunset, I just have to keep scaling it. And there I go, I've got it. So you could do this with a variety of images. You could do it with horses, you could do it with basketballs, you could do it with whatever you want. I would say that whatever image that you put within your text should be related to your background. Those are the 2 requirements. Then you will go to File, Save as PSD, and that's the file that you will send to me. All right, hope everybody is well, stay healthy, and this will be due next Thursday. Enjoy your day.